wife's favorite flavor, pistachio. Usually I produce early in the morning, so 5, 6 o'clock in the morning I get a phone call. Did you make pistachio yet? Yeah, babe. Well, I got my coffee, you know, I want some pistachio. So my wife...
the perk of being married to you.
Is that what it is? So she gets her pistachio gelato in the morning with her coffee. This is an excellent, excellent flavor. I like the color on it, and you don't have to pay a lot of money for it. There are more expensive pistachios out there. This works very, very well for me. Everybody's taste is different, but this is an absolutely fabulous, fabulous product.
Again, the flavors we've been doing today, the tiramisu, the hazelnut, and now this pistachio, been a mixture of the base.
Yes, sir.
Some sugar.
Yes, sir.
Whole milk.
Yes, sir.
And
heavy cream,
heavy cream, and then your paste.
And also stabilizer and emulsifiers.
Okay.
Okay, so it's, you know, regular hard ice cream has a stabilizer and emulsifier. There's a special stabilizer and emulsifier for gelato, which you need in there also. So as we did on our first batch, when we did it from scratch, we took a whole gallon of milk, whole milk. We took 16 ounces of heavy cream, and that's all I'm going to tell you about the recipe today. You want to know, come to the open house, see the demos, meet everybody, say hello, and then taste some wonderful, wonderful product.
In your experience, do you have people who put more paste, put less paste? I mean, is that one of the things you...
Well, there are some flavors that require more paste. And now, I would say to you that most of the Italians will put another 20% in the tiramisu. Instead of 80 grams, they'll do 100 grams.
Okay.
Okay. Same thing with the hazelnut, but it becomes personal preference.
Yep.
The hazelnut.
Put their spin on it.
Put their own spin on it. You know what? You make it your own. You know, you find out what you want to do, and that's done through taste testing and timing. And I always tell people, let your customers tell you what they want. You know, your customer is your best feedback. With the gentleman we just started.
Yep.
He put a vanilla in there, and I told him not to do it. Nobody liked it.
Yep.
And that lasted a day and a half, and that was out of there. And I told them what to do in that whole situation.
Well, when you're looking at a gelato cabinet and you see greens, hazelnuts,
Strawberries.
tiramisu, strawberries, blackberries, all these different unique flavors and bouquets and decorations, and then you see vanilla, it loses a little of its appeal.
Listen, I'm a blah guy. I'm a basic vanilla guy. We'll go out and I'll just get vanilla. Everybody else is getting all that other stuff. I get vanilla.
But to your point, if you put vanilla in your store and it's a good seller,
That's all, man. All right, now here we are. We've rinsed out our machine and we put the sanitizer in there, and we're getting ready to put this in. Okay. Never ever assume everything is done. And I just looked at Rob, and he went through the situation and he made sure everything was closed and locked on here. So.
Excuse me. Right here. You want to make sure it's closed and locked.
Okay. And I did a training last month, and I said to the guy, same thing with Rob. I said, make sure you check everything. Oh, I'm fine. I said, when it winds up on your knees and on the floor and your sneakers are soaking wet, you're going to realize you didn't check anything. Didn't that happen 2 minutes later? I told it to him. It happens. You know, it happens to the best of us.
It's got to happen once for it to hit home, too.
That's right. Okay.
Colors are important. Again, very visual sale with gelato, so you want your colors to pop. You don't want it to be white pistachio, which I've seen out there. You really want a green pistachio. Remember, you're in the ice cream business, the food business, the retail business, the customer service business. You're also in the marketing business. Your product is your brand. Your customer service is your brand. Everything you do shows that brand. So market the product right. Okay?
As I said earlier, make sure everything goes in the machine. What I did is I took the spatula and put it down. You see how much is left in there? There's 3 or 4 cups left in there of gelato. You know, there's $12, $15 left in there. Every time you make a batch, you leave that in there, you're losing $15. You may be able to afford it. I know I can't. No.
Also remember, The machine is designed to freeze a certain amount of product. So if you're voiding the barrel, you have the possibility of getting more air than you want and affecting your product quality. Okay? So be thorough. Don't cut corners in your production, because guess what? You'll start cutting corners in everything else in the store, and your profit will suffer.
Okay, we turn the dasher on. We're waiting about 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Freezer, hit the timer, and we get ready for the next batch. Okay, we have you always want to chill your containers. So we have our next container for our pistachio in the freezer. Some makers freeze the spatula with it. I don't, personal preference. And I never ever use a spatula to extract the gelato here. I've seen some people do it and I cringe. Metal. Because what'll happen, it'll scratch it, it'll put burrs in it, and it'll build bacteria, and then you got a problem. So, safe than sorry. This is probably going to cost you $11.95. This is going to cost you $3.95. So, what do you want to do?
Have plenty of spatulas right there.